And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Uber Production 1.0 series. And we have ourselves a finished setup. That is a lot of green circuit production. Like, oh, so much green circuits. All right, so we would like to grab this line here, stretch this out as far as we can get it. And there should be another one right. I kind of want to make sure we're on the right line and not using the wrong one right there. So right there. All right, so I think these can just go right in here. And we are going to have we have a storage here. And this is distributing to the line. We want another storage. This one will be sort of the catalyst storage. And so we want this one to load in both of these lines. Now, do we want to balance these at all? If we do something like this with just a simple balancer. Like that should hopefully balance the lines out a little bit. Not saying too much there, but we would like to have these go down here. I like leaving a little gaps here in case I need circuit networks, or just to see the total supply, make sure that the belts are all good, because we got a lot of belts output here. So I want to make sure we're pushing, enough down there. So we're going to then link this up into the system. So this one will be, the one we're gauging. This one will be full. This one will always be full as long as this one has stuff in it. All right, so we want you and you to be connected. And the reason I do that, a long ways is in case I need more of these. I can just keep adding these on. And that's why I also left a decent amount of space over here in case we needed extra, lines of iron and copper to go supplement all the rest. All right, so the power system, pretty straightforward. I'm just going to copy this whole thing, and we're going to paste her like right in here, like right there. We're going to put one of these right there. We're going to disconnect your lines. I'm going to need a little bit of copper wire to manually connect you. And then I need to connect the red wire as well. Okay, we're going to wait for these all to be built. So this is where it's connecting right there. Bingo. So we want this. Well, we need to first connect the wires. Wire and wire. So instead of bricks, we want this to be green circuits, compressed green circuits. So when this is less, or no, greater than, it's going to move there. When this is less than, it's going to go in here. Okay. So right now it's less than. And then this is automatically set because we copied and pasted it. So all we need to do now is connect this power to this side, this power to this side. Okay. As soon as we put in one of these, the connection will be set, and bingo bango, we've got the power going in there. As you can see, if we go to a minute, you can see roughly 300 megawatts. As soon as we powered it up, 1.3 gigawatts. So there's 1.3 gigawatts of power consumption just with the beacons in this setup, which is why I like to have them switched at the moment. All right, so now we need trains. So let's go to main base really quick. I've got a few trains up here. You can see. I have a few colored already. So this one will be, I want iron plate load. Okay. Full cargo. Green circuits, iron plate here. Empty cargo. Fuel should already be set. I've already preloaded all of these with the goodies, the overdrive engines and stuff, because that's kind of a tedious process. All right, we're going to want like 4 of these. Right? We want like 4 of these. So this one will be copper plate. Copper plate. Right? Compressed copper plate. Full cargo. Green circuits copper. Empty cargo. Okay, now all these are also. We're going to have 4 of these. That's a lot of trains, and we're going to be drawing a huge amount of power with this, because we're gonna load up a huge amount of copper and iron. It's going to kick on our copper and our iron pretty substantially. Okay, so we want automatic, 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 all the way down the line. Turn the power system off here. So that's a lot of trains cruising towards copper and iron. We already have a few. We already have a lot that are loaded up. That did not take long. And this is why we have multiple unload and load stations, to allow multiple trains to gather all of their materials. And now we're going down here. Did I not set you right? Wow. One error. Cannot reach. Oops. We're gonna have to hop back down there. Oh, what's up here? I get lost in my own base. Green circuits. There we go. Now, why are you, for some reason, you are not set right? How did that not happen? Well, that's a problem. I knew. Remember I mentioned? I knew I was going to have to come in here and debug something. I didn't reverse these, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Are these the same way? Yeah, these are the same way. I don't know how they got switched. Maybe when the bots place them, it just doesn't do it right. I mean, that one worked somehow. This one works. It's weird. I think the bots, when the bots place stuff, it it messes it up a little bit. Okay, what is... Okay, we need iron. So, how are we doing so far? Not bad. How's our production doing? 1 minute. Do this. Well, we peaked at about 273,000 a minute. Once we have a decent number of materials coming in. So what's nice about these compressed belts is even though we're using a vast amount of stuff, they're usually able to keep up. Okay, what is going on here? Why aren't these running? You are not running because you are switched. How did that happen? Oh Lord, that's gonna be agonizing. How did I get that so wrong? Oh, it's gonna take me a while to fix all of this stuff. Wow. Maybe the belt, maybe when I flipped, yeah, I bet you that was it. When I flipped the blueprint, I bet you that's what did it. It did not know how to translate the blueprint. Okay, let's make sure our materials are getting... See, we're getting some issues with iron down here. Our iron is not making it all the way down. Even though this is pretty much running full blast. I honestly thought we would be able to handle all of this. We're having problems with iron. I wonder why. That is gonna be icky to fix. Really, really icky to fix. Oh, this... How did I miss that? Is that the same? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot to debug here. Good Lord. It would be easier if I just... did that. Why are these not running? Oh, these are not running because of the iron situation. Okay. Well, anyway, I am gonna have to fix all of this. I should have debugged like one setup and then figured out. Oh yeah, these are missing. These are missing undergrounds. Yeah, look at that. So if I just copy this, actually let's copy one that's like right, and do that, and check all these other ones. See, that one is missing. That one's missing. This one's at the end. That doesn't matter. That one's missing. This is why the game is interesting, because you find little flaws like this, and it's like, oh man, I gotta fix it. Well, the game actually allows you to fix it pretty simply. You know, you can copy and paste things, and it just works out really well. So yeah, it looks like I missed an underground somewhere in there. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to solve the iron situation. Haha. No power means we filled it up. That means the it's all full over here. Glorious. Does something have power? Why are we trickling some in here? Is this... This is off. We need to switch that around. I missed one. Probably... No, that one's just off. Any of these other ones are missing. Yep, there's one. Unfortunately, the blinkiness makes it hard to debug what's missing and what isn't. But we can go ahead and fix all of these. So now that we have like obscene amounts of green circuits, we can start expanding more production. But I really want to get into red circuits, and before we get into red circuits, we're going to have a solution for plastic. So yeah, I've already got a space sort of earmarked for a new oil production center, because one of the reasons I added that fluid, I think it's called fluid must flow. I set up a system down here as a sort of test. Let me drop in maybe a light or two. Get some bots. Do we have lights? Do we have bots doing lights? Oh, they're coming from way over there. We need to scrape our bots away from this area a little bit. We have a lot of bots down here, so we need to push some back up into the base. All right. So this fluid must flow. This is kind of a test for the system to see what it's capable of, and we'll get into that in large part next episode. But the main issue, the main reason I added that mod is because there is a huge issue with fluid when you have, you know, Uberized production, when you have modules, when you have a lot of stuff going on. You can't have a line of 50 refineries. You just can't do it because there's not enough throughput in one of these small pipes to supply that many with oil and water and all that kind of stuff. So you have to have a different solution for fluid. And I spotted that mod and I was like, you know, that looks like a great little mod to use. So yeah, fun times. I think we're going to need to run over. I'm going to short circuit that wire. So copper is an issue. Not too much of an issue, but as far as greens go, yeah, iron is the biggest issue. We are in need of iron down the line, and that's going to be tricky. That's going to be really tricky to get in there. One thing I could do to supplement iron. So we're gonna need 2 extra lines coming out here. We're gonna need one. We're gonna need one here and one here. So what I'm thinking is right about where iron is a problem, copper might be a problem too. Look at that. I honestly thought we were going to have enough. Oh, is this one off? No, that's got iron. Oh, these, yeah, that's the inserters that are off. Oh, that's gonna take like 20 minutes to fix all of that. But what we could do is take about where iron is an issue, like right in here, and we're gonna swap that out. We're still hitting the same number of things, but we're gonna swap that out for right there. And we're going to have another... So this iron line is going to come down. We want it to offset right about here. And we are going to copy that. Paste it right in there. And we are going to underground under all of this to where we have that earmarked. We can go out, cut that off, do that. There we go. Now, this could supplement that iron. A whole fresh iron line. See how far we make it down. That's amazing. I mean, we are sort of trickling it down in here. Not nearly as good as what I was hoping for. We're probably going to need to do the same thing for copper. But seeing this system going full blast will really allow me to debug a lot of this stuff. Because if we're going to have to supplement copper as well, that's going to be kind of an issue. Copper's making it down there all the way now because these are all backed up. All right, well, let me fix all of the things that are wrong with this and go on from there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the flipping of the belt, or the flipping of the blueprint is what caused the error. When I rotated this blueprint to go up, it did not rotate properly. A few of these, unless these were wrong. Yeah, these might be. This was my first setup. These were wrong to begin with. I think so. Yeah, I think that was a big issue. Oh well. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me to fix all the things that we need to fix, and you can disconnect from that. I'm going to turn that off for now because we are using a ton of power. Just a ton. Yeah. Huge amount of power. All right. Well, thank you all for coming by, and yeah, I'll see you next time.